20. Bruce Lee. He wasn't just fast, he was faster than film itself. Long before Hollywood turned martial arts into a performance, Bruce Lee turned it into a science of motion. Born in San Francisco in 1940 and raised on the vibrant streets of Hong Kong, Lee began his martial arts journey under the legendary Ip Man, mastering Wing Chun at an age when most people were still learning discipline. But Bruce wasn't someone who followed others. He was a man born to lead. Frustrated by traditional limits, he broke away and created his own combat philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, meaning the way of the intercepting fist. For Lee, fighting wasn't about sticking to a particular style. It was about effectiveness, adaptability, and truth in motion. Every strike he threw came from pure understanding, not rehearsed choreography. His hand speed was so incredible that film crews often had to slow down the footage just so audiences could actually see his moves. Off-screen, Lee's dedication was relentless. He trained in boxing, fencing, judo, taekwondo, and many other arts, blending them into a hybrid system that would later become the foundation of modern mixed martial arts. His legendary one-inch punch, capable of sending a man flying from a standing position, remains unmatched in both power and control. Films like Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury didn't just showcase his skills. They changed how the world viewed martial arts and strength itself. Bruce Lee was far more than an actor. He was a living philosophy, a man so intense, so precise, that even today his legend still strikes harder than any punch ever could. 19. Chuck Norris. Long before the internet turned him into a global meme, Chuck Norris had already earned his mythic status the hard way, through sweat, fights, and unshakable discipline. A 6-time world karate champion, black belt in Tang Soo Do, taekwondo, and judo, and the founder of his own fighting system, Chun Kook Do, Norris didn't just practice martial arts. He became one of its living symbols in America. On the big screen, especially in the iconic Way of the Dragon where he faced Bruce Lee, Norris didn't need special effects or stunt doubles. His movements were sharp, his strikes accurate, and every kick carried years of training behind it. His fighting style was pure, direct, strong, and calm, like a man who had already measured his opponent's every move. What truly made Chuck Norris dangerous wasn't just his physical power, it was his composure. He fought like someone who already knew the outcome, who didn't need to prove himself. Each motion was controlled, every breath steady, and his confidence unshakable. In a world where most fighters seek chaos, Norris brought stillness and certainty. On screen and in real life, he embodied the idea that true warriors don't go looking for fights. They simply end them. Chuck Norris didn't just play the hero, he lived as one, calm, precise, and unstoppable. The man who didn't need a weapon because he was one. 18. Scott Adkins. Scott Adkins is a definition of controlled destruction, a man whose body moves with surgical precision and explosive energy. Trained in kickboxing, taekwondo, judo, karate, ninjutsu, and jiu-jitsu, Adkins isn't an actor pretending to fight. He's a real martial artist who mastered acting. His obsession with perfection shows in every bone-shattering kick, every seamless spin, every fight scene that feels like a real-life survival match. In movies like Undisputed, Ninja, and Accident Man, Adkins transforms into a whirlwind of calculated violence. His strikes are crisp, his timing flawless, and his intensity raw. There's no wasted movement. Every punch, every flip has purpose. Watching him on screen feels less like entertainment and more like witnessing a human weapon in motion. Behind the camera, co-stars and stuntmen call him the real deal, a man whose skill level commands respect even from professionals. But Adkins' most dangerous trait isn't his speed or power, it's his control. He trains like a soldier on a mission, moves like a predator stalking prey, and fights with an awareness that only comes from complete mastery of his craft. He doesn't need to talk tough or show off. His movements do it for him. Scott Adkins represents the modern evolution of martial arts. Precision, control, and unstoppable force in human form. 17. Cynthia Rothrock. Don't let her looks fool you. Cynthia Rothrock is a one-woman storm. Long before she stepped in front of the camera, she was already dominating the world of martial arts, collecting black belts and world titles like battle medals. A 8-dan black belt in Tang Soo Do and a master in Taekwondo, Karate, Eagle Claw, Wushu, Northern Shaolin, and Pai Lum Tao Kung Fu. She's a walking encyclopedia of fighting knowledge. Her mastery of both forms and weapons made her nearly untouchable in competition, and later in film. During the 1980s and 1990s, Rothrock broke through a male-dominated genre, headlining hits like Yes, Madam, China O'Brien, and Above the Law. She brought power, elegance, and fearless aggression to every role, performing her own stunts, delivering lightning-fast kicks, and showing that martial arts on screen didn't need saving. It needed her. Her speed was legendary, sometimes too fast for cameras to capture clearly, forcing directors to slow down her footage. Her precision was unmatched, and her confidence unbreakable. She wasn't just keeping up with her male co-stars. She was often outperforming them. Cynthia Rothrock didn't just make space for women in martial arts cinema. She rewrote the rules. Beautiful yet brutal, elegant yet lethal. She remains one of the most complete martial artists ever to grace both the mat and the screen. 16. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Known around the world as the Muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme earned his black belt in Shotokan karate long before most teens finished school. He then spent years destroying opponents across the European kickboxing circuit. His signature? Devastating high kicks that strike like guided missiles, paired with those gravity-defying splits that seem to break every rule of human anatomy. Watch Bloodsport or Kickboxer, and you're not witnessing movie trickery. You're watching a man who genuinely knows how to break bones for real. His ballet background gave him that rare blend of grace and precision. But don't be fooled. Every movement he makes is calculated for maximum destruction. That famous charming smile? It's usually the last thing you'd see before a roundhouse kick meets your skull at highway speed. Van Damme doesn't pretend to be dangerous. He's a human slow motion replay you'd see at your own funeral. Flexible, fearless, and utterly unforgettable, Van Damme wasn't just an action hero. He was a weapon. 15. Iko Uwais. You won't find Pencak Silat at your average gym. This Indonesian martial art was built for pure survival, designed to destroy opponents up close with shocking efficiency. Before the raid made him an international star, Iko Uwais had already become a national Silat champion, mastering the art of fast, merciless destruction. His fighting style is terrifyingly simple. No wasted motion, no theatrics, just explosive power that ends fights in seconds. Every elbow is a hammer, every knee a bullet. Even trained stunt performers have ended up injured after misjudging his speed. What makes Iko truly dangerous isn't brute force, it's precision. Every strike he throws is aimed at the body's most vital spots, the throat, temple, or solar plexus, ending the fight before it begins. He doesn't fight for style points. He fights for survival. Off camera, his quiet, calm energy isn't humility, it's control. It's the silence of a predator waiting for movement. When that moment comes, it's already too late. Iko Uwais doesn't act like a deadly weapon. He is one. 14. Kung Lu. When it comes to Sanda and Sanzo, few names carry the same weight as Kung Lu, before Hollywood ever called. He was already a legend in the cage. His spinning back kicks have hospitalized seasoned fighters, and his punches land faster than most people can even react. When Lu transitioned to film, fight coordinators didn't choreograph him. They simply pointed the camera and said, "Action!" In Tekken and the Man with the Iron Fists, those bone-jarring hits you see, they're real. Kung Lu doesn't fake power. He embodies it. His eyes track his opponent like a hunter locking on prey. His stance calm but ready, a living try me in 17 languages. He's the last person you want to challenge in a real fight. Trained, experienced, and deadly calm under pressure. That mix of Vietnamese precision and years of full contact competition makes him something no one walks away from. A Kung Lu fight doesn't end with a handshake. It ends with someone being carried out. 13. Wesley Snipes. When Wesley Snipes stepped onto the set of Blade, he didn't need a crash course in stage combat. He brought decades of real martial training with him. Watch his fight scenes without the sound, and you'll still feel every hit. Each kick snaps like a whip. Each punch lands with the raw weight of bone meeting flesh. There's no wasted motion, no exaggerated wind-ups, just controlled, deadly accuracy. In Demolition Man, Snipes wasn't pretending to fight. He was holding back for the camera. That focused calm he carries, real fighters recognize it instantly. The look of someone who knows exactly what to do and how fast to do it. He moves through combat like a shark through water, silent, smooth, and merciless. His technique is pure, traditional martial arts refined through years of mastery, not Hollywood flash. When he throws that spinning back kick in Passenger 57, you're watching 20 years of training compressed into one brutal strike. Snipes doesn't brawl, he executes. Every movement has a target, every strike a purpose, and that purpose is to end the fight before it truly begins. 12. Donnie Yen. From Wing Chun under IP Man's lineage to Wushu championships and mixed martial arts long, before it went mainstream. Donnie Yen is the real deal, a fighter who happens to act. His hand speed in Flashpoint was clocked at over 70 strikes per minute, each one capable of breaking bones or rupturing organs. Even in Rogue One, that hallway scene wasn't CGI magic. That was Donnie in his true rhythm, moving like water, flowing and unstoppable. He doesn't rely on flash. He relies on function. Every strike serves a purpose, to disable, disarm, or destroy. He's a master of adaptability, seamlessly shifting between Wing Chun's close-range traps and Wushu's long-range power strikes mid-fight, without losing rhythm. His movements are so clean that even professionals pause to study him frame by frame. Directors don't choreograph Donnie Yen. They simply unleash him and let the camera follow. After decades mastering fighting styles from across the world, Donnie Yen has become something Hollywood can't imitate, a living, breathing, deadly weapon. 11. Gina Carano. Before Hollywood ever noticed her, Gina Carano was already crushing opponents in MMA cages, competing in Strikeforce and Elite XC. She didn't just fight, she dominated. Her Muay Thai skills were terrifying. Knees like pistons, elbows sharp enough to slice skin open. When she joined the set of Haywire, director Steven Soderbergh didn't teach her fight choreography. He told her to ease up so the actors could survive filming. Carano's clinch game is suffocating, her ground control unrelenting. She fights with cold, efficient precision, where there's no room for a flash, only fast finishes. In The Mandalorian, that intensity isn't an act. It's the muscle memory of a fighter who's been in real battles where losing meant getting knocked out cold. Her strength and technical mastery make size or gender irrelevant. Gina Carano is proof that true warriors don't need to act fierce. They simply are. 10. Kathy Long. Kathy Long didn't just practice martial arts. She mastered them all, then got bored and learned for more. Her fighting resume reads like a Legends playbook. Kempo for lightning speed, Aikido for calm precision, Kung Fu for flexibility, and kickboxing for pure knockout power. Before she became Hollywood's favorite fight choreographer, she was already demolishing opponents in real rings with paying crowds cheering her name. Her technique is so perfect it's scary. Every punch travels the exact right distance. Every kick lands with flawless force. When Kathy moves, you're seeing 3 decades of discipline where muscle and instinct merge into one. Her body reacts like a weapon built for command-level precision. She doesn't fight out of anger or emotion. She fights with calm control, like a sniper who already knows how the battle ends. Her danger lies in versatility. She can lock you down with Aikido, crush you with Kempo's speed, or break you apart with kickboxing's power. Her long list of victories wasn't luck or size. It was pure, technical dominance. Most fighters realized they were finished before the bell even rang. In a real fight, Kathy Long isn't just dangerous. She's a nightmare made real, skilled, seasoned, and unstoppable. A true human weapon no one in their right mind should cross. 9. Yanin Jija Vismadananda. In Thailand, fighters are raised the way other nations raise bankers, and Jija Vismananda stands at the very peak of that tradition. A 4th-degree black belt in Taekwondo, before she was old enough to drink, she began Muay Thai training when she was barely tall enough to hit the heavy bag. Standing 5 feet 4 inches, Jija is compact dynamite, built for maximum power in every inch. Her breakout film Chocolate didn't just make her famous. It shocked audiences by showing what real martial arts could look like on screen. Those punches and kicks weren't camera tricks or stunt doubles. They were real. Jija landed authentic Muay Thai elbows and knees on men twice her size and dropped them cold. Her strikes are so biomechanically perfect that even physics seems to help her out. Watch her eyes during a fight. There's no fear, no hesitation, just cold, calculating precision, targeting weaknesses in real time. She performs every stunt herself because no one else can match her skill. Her movement embodies a unique rhythm of Muay Thai, where grace and brutality exist in harmony. She'll bow respectfully before the fight, and then take you apart with knees, elbows, and that lethal Thai clinch that uses your own body against you. 8. Richard Norton. Some people collect hobbies. Richard Norton collects black belts. Goju-Ryu Karate? Mastered. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Checked. Chun Kuk-Do? Of course. Kickboxing? Naturally. The man has spent more time on training mats than most people have spent sleeping, and every movement shows it. He's lethal both standing and on the ground. He can choke one opponent unconscious, then drop another before they even blink. Elite special forces from 3 continents have paid him to teach them how to neutralize threats efficiently, and that says everything about his skill. Norton doesn't waste time on flashy tournament tricks. He teaches what works when the difference between life and death is one move. Watch his roles in Mad Max, Fury Road, or The Octagon. That stripped-down, efficient combat you see, that's real experience, not acting. He doesn't posture, threaten, or brag. His movements do the talking, clean, controlled, and brutally effective. Every strike is a direct route to victory. Every motion refined by decades of training. Richard Norton is a definition of discipline turned deadly, a living embodiment of combat perfected into art. 7. Jackie Chan. He turned pain into performance and fear into art. Jackie Chan isn't just an actor. He's a human special effect. Born in Hong Kong in 1954, Jackie trained under brutal discipline at the China Drama Academy, mastering kung fu, hapkido, acrobatics, and traditional Chinese opera. That foundation gave him unmatched control, balance, and agility, the very skills that shaped his legendary style. But Jackie did more than fight. He redefined what fighting on screen could be. He transformed violence into rhythm, danger into comedy, and stunts into pure storytelling. Every move was daring, every fall real. He performed almost all his own stunts, often without safety gear, collecting enough injuries to fill a medical journal. His choreography turned ladders, tables, and brooms into weapons, blending creativity and combat in perfect sync. From Drunken Master to Police Story to Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie proved that pain and perfection can coexist. Behind every comedic scene lies a man obsessed with precision and timing. And when the camera stopped rolling, the smiling legend remains one of the most skilled martial artists alive, fearless, brilliant, and dangerously real. 6. Tiger Shroff. Behind that charming smile and movie star swagger is a man completely devoted to martial arts. A black belt in Taekwondo and a lifelong student of multiple fighting styles, Tiger Shroff's obsession with training borders on the extreme. Every backflip, kick, and strike you see on screen is a result of relentless repetition and surgical precision. In Boggy, War, and Harapani, Tiger doesn't just pretend to be a fighter. He is one. His kicks slice through the air with sniper accuracy. His acrobatics seem to defy gravity, and his motion is as fluid as it is deadly. He's fast, focused, and dangerously efficient. Many might mistake his good looks for softness, but that would be a painful error. Beneath the calm expression and easy charm is a fighter who lives to perfection, whose discipline never switches off. On screen or off, Tiger Shroff is proof that beauty and danger can share the same face. 5. Jason Statham. Jason Statham's background reads like a blueprint for an action hero. A former member of Britain's Olympic diving team, a professional kickboxer, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu student, and a trained MMA fighter. He brings a level of authenticity to Hollywood few can match. His diving years build extraordinary body control, the kind that most actors can only fake with cables and CGI. The jaw-dropping stunts in the Transporter series? No camera tricks. That was pure Statham, executing precision-driven moves polished through years of real-world training. He insists on doing his own stunts because no one else can replicate his timing, coordination, or instincts. His power lies in adaptability. Whether it's striking on his feet, choking opponents on the ground, or weaponizing whatever's within reach, he can shift seamlessly between techniques. That mix of British grit and disciplined martial arts training gives him a dangerous edge. The type of fighter who could headbutt you mid-combat without breaking rhythm. There's a certain calm in how Statham carries himself, as if he's already mapped out every possible way to end a fight before it even starts. In real life, that calm intensity makes him one of the few actors who truly blur the line between movie violence and real combat skill. A man who walks through life as a quiet, calculated weapon. 4. Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa grew up mastering Muay Boran, the ancient and brutal predecessor of modern Muay Thai, a martial art built for war, where losing meant death. No pads, no points, no mercy, just destruction refined into motion. When Ong Bak burst onto the world stage, audiences weren't watching special effects. They were witnessing the raw power of ancient techniques unleashed through a modern lens. Jaa's flying knees and elbows look devastating because they are. Stunt coordinators working with him often prepare medical teams in advance. Even his light strikes can crack ribs. The legendary 4-minute stairwell scene in Tom Yum Goong wasn't edited or wire-assisted. It was one continuous take of Jaa climbing through a building of stunt fighters, dismantling each one with terrifying precision and fluid aggression. His focus borders on spiritual until the moment combat begins. Then he transforms into a whirlwind of controlled violence. No CGI, no doubles, just Tony Jaa doing what TIE fighters are born to do. Deliver pain with purpose. Those bruises on his co-stars? Not makeup. That's the real cost of working with a man who moves like a human hurricane. 3. Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren is proof of what happens when genetics and obsession collide. Trained in Kyokushin karate, a style known for full-contact punishment where injuries are expected, he learned toughness from masters who showed no mercy. Years of sparring under brutal conditions turned him into a powerhouse of precision and control. Add in boxing for hand speed, judo for throws, and a scientific mind that once pursued chemical engineering, and you've got an athlete built like a weapon both physically and intellectually. When Sylvester Stallone cast him in Rocky IV, he told him to make it look real. Lundgren did. One punch hospitalized Stallone with a swollen heart, requiring emergency evacuation. That wasn't overacting. That was raw, control power at 30% strength. His performances in Universal Soldier and The Expendables carry that same cold, mathematical intensity. No wasted motion, no emotion, just perfect execution. Lundgren doesn't rely on threats or anger, because he doesn't need to. He understands exactly how much force it takes to break a body, and he can deliver it with precision that borders on terrifying. Equations don't need emotion, and Lundgren fights like one. 2. Michael Jai White. 7 black belts, all earned through sweat, pain, and competition, not handed out by commercial dojos. Michael Jai White is a walking encyclopedia of combat. Shotokan for disciplined strikes, Taekwondo for high-speed kicks, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for ground control, and multiple others that together form a complete system of destruction. He's been tested, challenged, and victorious in real fights. His legitimacy is unquestionable. In blood and bone, what you see isn't choreography. It's Michael's natural movement captured on film. His strikes are fast, efficient, and brutally effective. His punches move with the speed of a lightweight, but hit with the power of a heavyweight. Every motion is precise, every move intentional. There's no wasted energy, just clean, deadly execution born of endless practice. White's difference lies in authenticity. He doesn't just act like a fighter. He is one. When the camera stops rolling, he's still a man trained to dismantle opponents with technique and control. Michael Jai White isn't pretending to be dangerous. He's simply taking a break between fights. 1. Steven Seagal. Love him or hate him, Steven Seagal is no Hollywood imitation. He's the real thing. Before he ever stepped in front of a camera, Seagal made history as the first American to run an Aikido dojo in Japan. Holding a 7-dan black belt in Ikikai Aikido, he focuses not on flash, but on absolute efficiency, redirecting energy, breaking joints, and neutralizing attackers in seconds. His movements are calm, fluid, and devastating like a silent storm. When Seagal transitioned to film with Above the Law, Hard to Kill, and Under Siege, his stoic presence and effortless dominance gave him a unique screen aura. Unlike many action stars who rely on power or rage, Seagal embodies deadly composure. The quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly how to end a fight without breaking a sweat. His years of teaching and real-world experience infuse every move with authenticity. Seagal doesn't need to act tough, he already is. His calm eyes, steady movements, and control make him both a movie legend and a genuine martial artist. The man who can end a fight before you even realize it started. So, which of these stars do you think is the most dangerous in real combat? Let us know your pick in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories in the world of real-life action legends. Until next time, stay sharp and stay inspired.